The perfect hiding spot. When I was a kid, my older brother Mark and I used to play this intense game of hide and seek in our old house. It was huge, full of hidden nooks, creepy closets, and dusty attic spaces, making it perfect for the game. We'd play for hours, and I always struggled to find him. Mark was the master of hiding. He could vanish into thin air, it seemed. One night, during a particularly stormy evening, we decided to play again. The house creaked and groaned in the wind, but we didn't care. It just added to the thrill. Mark grinned at me, as usual, and said, "Count to 50. This time, I'll find the best hiding spot ever." I covered my eyes and counted, excited but also a bit nervous. By the time I reached 50, the house was eerily quiet. I searched everywhere, under beds, behind curtains, in the basement, but Mark was nowhere to be found. After an hour, I started calling for him, worried he'd gotten stuck somewhere. But there was no answer. I ran through every room, panic rising in my chest. My parents were out that night, and I was completely alone. I even checked the attic, where we never played because it creeped us out too much, but still, no Mark. Eventually, I figured he must have gotten bored and snuck out or something. But hours passed, and he never showed. The police searched the entire house. Days turned into weeks. Mark was gone, vanished without a trace, as if he never existed. Years later, after I'd grown up and my parents had moved out, I was packing the last of my things from the old house, preparing it for sale. I wandered through the empty rooms, memories flooding back. As I entered the attic one last time, something caught my eye, a small, narrow door hidden behind a pile of old boxes, one I'd never noticed before. Curiosity gnawed at me. I hesitated, but then slowly opened it, revealing a cramped, pitch-dark crawl space. And that's when I found him. Mark's body, curled up, skeletal remains dressed in the clothes he wore that night. His face was turned toward me, mouth open in a silent scream. Scrawled in blood on the wooden floor beneath him were the words, "Found the perfect spot. Couldn't get out."